Hi guys!
Boom!
Welcome to another episode of the Good Vibrations Only podcast.
Brought to you
by
again, please, this could be you.
Boom! I've lost track of how many episodes this is. This is
7?
7, I think?
Seven.
Yeah, 7.
Seventh
Okay.
heaven.
7 minutes in heaven.
7.
S Club 7.
7 up.
Okay, today's environment is a little bit different. Where have we traveled to, Isaac? Let's tell them.
Guess where we are now. So we actually traveled outside the borders of our store today, and we are at the playground outside.
Yes,
woohoo!
I don't know if maybe some of you are not aware, but actually this playground was closed for a good 1.5 years.
Yeah, very quite long.
I think maybe during COVID breaker.
COVID breaker. Oh! Don't we need some of that?
Yeah, I need a COVID breaker. Like circuit breaker last year, all the way till now. So I think, it was closed for about good 1.5 years, and now it's open again, and it's amazing because it's vibrant.
The facilities, for the I guess the playground, has greatly improved.
Yeah, and like
what was the one before? I can't remember. It's just.
I think there was I know there was a lot of open space in this area, and then like the kids would play soccer and stuff. But as far as like facilities go, I don't really remember.
Yeah, there's like
it's been so long.
True. There's like a nice trampoline there.
Oh yeah, if you guys are in the area.
There's this heavy wheel swing over there that like the kids, love. Yeah, and I think when it was first, I guess open, I think we had a bet amongst each other, saying that which are the first few items that will be destroyed first.
Yeah.
We pointed out the swing and the trampoline.
Yeah.
So yeah, and actually recently the swing, I think it had a 1 day like pause. Like someone taped it up because I think it needed some maintenance. Yeah.
Okay, but we're digressing.
Oh yeah.
Why are we out here? Why did we travel? Okay.
That's
I
right.
guess because today's topic will be about traveling, which is something that you cannot really do nowadays.
Right.
It's been a long time now since we all last traveled.
It's been a while.
I think some of us are feeling the fatigue. So today's topic will be about some of the most memorable experiences we've had in previous
Trips
travels
that we've ever had lah.
whether it's together or separately lah. I think we can start with maybe the trip that we did maybe in 2018.
2018, our US trip in 2018.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the more memorable US trips lah.
That's not your first time? Is that your first time to the US?
No, that wasn't.
Okay, so you've been before. Same place or other places?
No, usually I think, so far I think mostly due to the nature of what we do. So I think mostly in California,
Right.
specifically like LA lah. But yeah lor.
I've been to the US before that as well. I went to
Outside this one.
No, because my aunt my aunt was working in a military base, so then we managed to go visit her.
Thank you for your service, man.
Yeah, thank you for your service, man. But we'll get to that also. I wanted to talk about that. So it was quite fun. She was working in a military base in Phoenix, Arizona, so I got to visit her there. And then we went
Arizona.
there are actually people playing all around.
Is it Hey Monday? Hey Monday.
Oh wow,
Arizona.
We're so all over the place today.
Pope Cassidy.
我不懂.
Or was it Cassidy Pope? It's either one.
Okay.
Pope Cassidy, yeah.
So I was saying, so I visited before, and then I went to like Las Vegas and stuff like that. But anyway, let's talk about 2018, Los Angeles together, both of us.
Yeah,
What
I
were
think
some of the more memorable things have happened.
Yeah, I think that was 2018 was also the year that we first opened Loop Gums.
Yeah.
So yeah, when we went there, we went there in summer, and I mean I've been to LA in summer lah, but this particular one I think that we went together was off the charts. Like
Hot, right?
it was so hot.
Our scalps were sunburned.
Yeah, our scalps were sunburned,
Yeah.
and I remember there was one time where we went to the Grove, like we insert a picture like this, like shopping.
Where the big Nike was.
There are a lot of like outlet stores
yeah.
and everything. And the funny thing was when we left Oh no, while we were still at the Nike store at the Grove,
Oh my gosh.
dude, there was a power outage and then they had to evacuate like everyone out.
And you were on the verge of buying a pair of shoes, right?
Yeah, exactly. I was trying a pair of shoes. Then after that, like everything like blacked out.
Yeah.
And then they say, oh sorry guys, like you all have to like leave the premise lah. And then when we left the premise, like we saw other people coming out of other stores as well. And then we realized that there was a power outage
Like
at the Grove lah.
The entire strip was. Yeah.
Exactly. And because it was too hot, apparently like power tripped or something. And then we drove we drove off lah. So we went to our next destination, and then while we were in the car, there were like I think like couple of fire engines like
Fire
entering the
trucks.
Grove. Yeah. So yeah,
that
man.
was quite. Yeah, but actually.
42 degree Celsius.
Oh yes, I took a picture.
Yeah. We will
Degrees
if we can
Celsius,
find.
ah?
Degree Celsius, yes.
Yeah. It was crazy hot, but the nights were cool.
The nights were cool, yeah. Nights were cool. Summer nights were cool.
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah, I mean, aside from going there for like the store for business and stuff like that, we managed to squeeze in a bit of like leisure time here and there.
Yeah.
I remember that we went to the Rose Bowl Flea Market, and we love talking about the Rose Bowl Flea Market because it's beautiful. It's a wonderful place. We sometimes call it the Mecca of vintage clothing because you can really find all sorts of stuff over there. Actually, not just limited.
And also the largest flea market in the world.
Oh, it is.
Right?
It is.
Yeah, apparently.
Okay. So it happens correct me if I'm wrong, it happens every first Sunday of the month.
Second Sunday?
Oh, second
Sunday of every
Google
month.
first. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure second Sunday of every month, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if it's ticketed anymore, but the last time when we went, it was ticketed. So the earlier your tickets, right? Like say for example, if you bought them at like 3 in the morning or 4 in the morning, they would be more expensive. And then throughout the day,
right.
it would become cheaper lah. So
Correct.
I think at that time
I think it's also because like if you go in early, you get to find like the better stuff.
Yes, correct.
And obviously Rose Bowl, they don't only sell like vintage clothing and whatnot. They sell like furniture, they have like food and whatnot. But
yeah,
I would say within like the space of what we do, people go there, to find. And a lot of Japanese vintage stores, vendors and I guess businesses, they also go to the Rose Bowl as well. So
I think we left at about 4, right? And then we reached about like maybe 4:30ish, and we thought we were like, what?
no,
yes.
I think we reached there at 4.
Oh,
we left at 3+. We reached there at 4.
We thought like, what, Singapore spirit, kiasu,
Yeah, man.
like what? But the Japanese buyers were there even
Dude,
earlier
they were
than
there
us.
already. They were there with like their wagons, their hit torch.
Like
they were
maybe-
going for mine, like they were going to mine,
Correct.
mine
Like they
stuff.
had the head torch, they had like trolleys and everything.
Exactly. They came prepared for war
Correct. And it was exciting because like just being there so early in the morning with all of them, it really made us want to work even harder lah. So when we got our tickets and we got in, right, we just rushed to where all the clothing was. And yeah, while people were setting up their stalls, we were looking through their stuff already.
Yeah, already.
And that was
So,
fun. So
it was nice lah. But I think also not only I think in the later part of the day during that the Rose Bowl, at the Rose Bowl we met so we make trips lah. So let's say we bought a bunch of stuff and then obviously we
had to offload it.
Yeah, we need to offload it because we couldn't lug them around while walking around. So we walked back out to the car park, dropped it off at our car, and then we would walk back in lah. So while this time when we were walking back into the premise lah, the Rose Bowl, and then from afar I saw these two dudes, and I just asked FJ like, hey, that one like Chicago Don C and Jerry Lorenzo,
I was like, no lah.
Then they said no, I'm pretty sure it's them Then then I asked FJ, hey, should we like say hi? But I was a bit paiseh lah. So FJ was the one with the gusto lah. FJ went up ahead.
I said, no, we cannot paiseh. We're like miles away from home, right? And then if
Like
we
when-
don't take
where
this
we got
chance,
chance, yeah.
if we don't take this chance to say hello, then we'll never get the chance. What are the odds of seeing Chicago Don C and Jerry Lorenzo at Rose Bowl Flea Market? And the Rose Bowl Flea Market is not like National Stadium.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, maybe it is. That's like 3-4 times of National Stadium. It's a big place.
Yeah.
But to bump into somebody like that, it's...
Yeah. Don C of Just Don and Jerry Lorenzo
Yes,
from Fear of
correct.
God lah. Fear of God. Yeah.
So I went up to them and I think I said, hey, you guys, are you guys so stupid? Are you guys Jerry Lorenzo?
Need to
And
confirm.
you know, she called like Don C. Then
Yeah.
we were like, yeah, it's us. I was like, hi.
Yeah.
We are from Singapore and we are huge fans of
Yeah.
you know your work and you guys' band lah. Like, can we take a picture together?
Yeah.
And so we
And
did.
no, and I think Chicago Don C was really like super nice.
yeah.
He was
very
super.
relaxed.
Yeah, he was relaxed. You know, he was open. He was really like welcoming,
Yeah.
like, you know, to us lah. And
But
yeah,
Jerry
he-
Lorenzo was a bit like
reserved
more
lah. I
stoic.
think he thought like we were like crazy fans or something. We weren't lah, but I think he was just a bit like
Yeah.
guarded.
Yeah.
Guarded's the word.
But we did take a photo together
Yeah.
and Evan had my shirt with his hand around my shoulder.
Don C said I had a nice shirt on.
Yeah. He was like, hey,
Yeah,
cool
man.
shirt, man.
Yeah, man. Whoa, yeah. And I was like,
Yeah.
boom, thanks,
Yes.
bro.
Yeah, so that was fun. That was really cool. And then I remember we went to see their Instagram later that day, right?
Oh,
and then
yes.
he took a picture.
Of this particular reversible Universal
you guys still
Studio.
remember
Yes, the reversible Universal Studio like bomber jacket
that we bought?
that we actually bought. So, and I mean, he had it on his story lah. And then while we looking at it, dude, like this was the exact. Yep,
That's
this
us.
was the one that we
bought
got it. Yeah,
so
we got it.
basically, we are friends with Kanye West now.
As a joke, and he would then share.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know,
Yeah.
6 degrees of separation.
Yeah, and whoever who got that jacket lah, you know, boom.
You basically already know Jerry Lorenzo and
Yeah,
Don C.
dude.
Yeah,
So
yeah, funny.
verified. It's verified by Don C.
But actually, that trip itself, we saw a lot of like
I guess influencers. Yeah,
uh,
influencers.
The other one that we saw was Mini Swoosh.
Mini swoosh. Yeah.
At that point of time, it was quite
Right, because at that point of time, if you guys remember, on 2018, Sean Witherspoon with his Nikes, they had the competition like to pick which
design.
which design to choose lah. And then Mini Swoosh was one of the ladies who actually was one of the designers
Yeah.
who had her design up in running as well lah. You know.
Sorry.
No, we were at
We first met her at Melrose.
yes, we were at Melrose, and
Yeah.
then we saw her entering the Babe store.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Again, he very shy.
I was like, wait, that's Mini Swoosh, right?
Should
Then
we say something?
yeah,
Don't
so we waited outside
Yeah, I said
the
no,
Babe
we wait.
store. Yeah, FJ was like, we wait outside.
We wait for her and then we took a picture with her outside Flight Club.
Yeah, yes. I think so.
Yes.
I think we did.
And
Like
then,
we followed her lah, basically
yeah.
after that.
So then, I mean, she was nice. She was really nice.
Super cool.
Then we met her again at
the Rose Bowl.
Flea Market.
We-
Then
yeah.
she said hi to us. And basically, I'm friends with her.
Pretty much
So,
lah.
like,
So
I know Sean Witherspoon also.
and then remember just now earlier we said the Grove. We met if you guys know who Ricky Thompson is, right? But I mean we didn't meet Ricky, but we met his best friend Denzel Dion.
Yes.
Yeah, dude, he was such a huge presence,
Yeah.
literally and obviously I mean with his fame lah.
I remember when we posted our photo with him, somebody said, "Oh,
You guys look so small. You look so small.
correct."
But like, you know, he was walking down the Grove, right? But there was so many like girls, just like, you know, I think they knew him off like IG, like, you know, Instagram and everything. And everyone was just like taking pictures with them. And then we were actually quite far away, but we saw, oh wait, there's Denzel Dion. And then same thing, like we just rushed down and like, dude, like, yo, can we get a picture with you?
Fans from Singapore.
Yeah.
Do you know where Singapore is?
Boom.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to visit one day.
Yeah, man.
And then he said cool pants to me.
oh yeah. You wore those shiny Nike
The
track
space-
pants.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
That was fun.
We'll insert a photo here.
Yeah, man. That
Boom.
was fun. That was really nice. It was nice, like pockets of moments. you
Right,
know, like,
right.
rewarding moments, lah.
Correct.
So
I think that was the few. Oh, and also during that trip we followed Netflix what's it?
Oh,
Ugly Delicious.
Yes,
by
David Chang.
David Chang.
David Chang.
Chang in
Yeah,
Asia.
because- yeah.
Yeah, so he had this program where, you know, he went to like different spots, and that particular episode I think was like LA. So we tried to hit up all the different spots
Yeah.
that he introduced lah, and then it was pretty good lah.
I mean, aside from all like the typical things that you eat, right, like
Yeah.
in and out, but we wanted to try like other things that like people who live in
Marisco Jalisco
Oh, that was beautiful. It was like it's like a food truck
food truck.
in the I forgot
Tacos.
where.
They sell like tacos.
Very fresh. I'm not one to eat squid very often, right? But like
Squid Game.
their sotong wow, see very fresh, you know, like
Fresh.
and it was just so bouncy. Every bite was crisp. It was just amazing, and it's a food truck. I mean, they would stop it outside like a small little
Yeah.
canteen-ish.
Yeah.
I guess you could buy and then you could go in because I think it sort of serviced like the workers around the area. But that was beautiful. So
It's
that was
so
one that we tried. We also
Yeah.
wanted to try this see a fancy Korean barbecue,
Oh my gosh, yeah, we went to this very fancy Korean barbecue that was introduced in the show.
which was
It was just okay lah.
I mean, it was nice.
It's nice lah.
But it was
It's alright.
it was nice.
It's alright lah.
Yeah, it was alright. But then what was the other one we went to? Oh my gosh. So no, then we went to another Korean place.
Oh my gosh,
Yes,
yeah.
okay, that
Oh my
was,
goodness. We went to Koreatown.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was in
You're talking
Koreatown.
about the one I'm thinking about,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Okay,
yes. Oh
so
my goodness.
you guys know, this is a horrible story, okay? So
Yeah.
you guys know tipping is a thing in America, right? Like you generally tip. You would generally tip the person who served you lah. And but for us coming from Singapore, this is not something that we were accustomed to. So at that point of time, we weren't really sure if it was like mandatory,
Yeah,
or if
exactly.
it was something that you do out of goodwill. But now I know that it's very mandatory because so we went to this place and then we had our fill. Oh,
Yeah.
you know. Then the bill came. Then we were like, okay, let's put in the money.
So we were thinking like, wait, where do we place the tip? Like, is it like? Yeah, it's like, wait, is it part of the bill or is it like it's on top of the bill and how much of the bill? So we were very unsure. So we kind of like, we just paid exact amount that was stated on the receipt lah. And then we left. So we parked our car like at the corner lah. So once we turned the corner, right, we already had a staff running out and like chasing us. Hey guys, sorry, you guys didn't leave a tip.
Then we
She was like,
stunned,
oh
yeah.
wow, but then we paiseh like, oh my
We were
gosh.
like, oh my god, we didn't mean it. Like we're not from here, so
Yeah,
so I'm
yeah.
not very sure like how this tipping thing works. And while I was saying all of that, I was very apologetic, right? But the person like no feeling, like it's like maybe he heard it a lot of times, you know.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm so sorry, but how much should I tip? I legit asked him,
Yeah.
how much should I tip? Then he was like, that's not very helpful. So I don't know how much we put lah, but like we just pass him a bit of cash.
So
and
now
then we
we'll never forget.
yeah, and because previously we were eating at places like In and Out or like those fast food sort of places, so we never really had to tip also. But
I
this
think the
was
over the counter ones you don't have to tip.
correct.
Right.
Then I remember we went to a Denny's like maybe after that
Oh,
experience.
yeah.
Then I went to the cashier. I was like, "Is this the moment where I tip?" Because I don't want to not tip. Then he's like, "Oh yeah, you can leave it on the table." I was like, "Okay, thank you." So lesson learned. Yeah, tipping is a thing in the US. So you guys, if y'all ever go there and it's your first time there, just remember to do that. Yeah, lor.
Then,
Anything else about LA? Do you remember?
Okay lah. Nothing much. It was very hot in summer lah. It's
Yeah,
very
it
it's dry, but it's very hot. Like it pierces your skin. Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
I think that
What
was
about
fun. That was fun. Other
Now Japan?
Japan, yeah.
Japan way back.
when we at first went like more than 10 years ago.
That one, a while, super long ago.
That
and
was fun.
That was fun.
The eye-opening experience that we always talk about.
Was it winter? It was in winter.
Yes,
Yeah, it was winter in
was.
Japan.
Yeah.
I think we visited many. At least at the point of time, it was just mainly like Tokyo, right?
Yeah.
So obviously one place that really stood out was Kichijoji.
Okay.
So Kichijoji, really lovely spot. I mean, you also can find like good vintage over there. I think we always say like the vintage, like I guess trifecta over at like Tokyo itself would be Shimokitazawa, Kichijoji, and obviously what did I say? Kichijoji, Koenji, and Shimokitazawa.
Yeah.
So why did I go backwards now?
I don't know.
Shimokitazawa, Koenji, Kichijoji.
Yeah.
So these three places lah, and I think Kichijoji really stood out because they have this park over there called Inokashira Park. Lovely spot.
It was nice.
Yeah, it was nice.
I remember very clearly at that particular park there was a man who had all these like story like children's stories, like the titles of it on the floor, right?
I think actually manga,
Oh,
I'm pretty sure. I think it was manga, like huge ass books, right?
yes, correct.
Yeah.
Then I was curious, I was like, don't know what is he selling them, but no, actually he's doing a storytelling, like a show and tell, like a role play. So
Voice over.
you can actually pick the one that you want him to act out for you,
Yeah.
and he will do it, lor. And then I think somebody actually picked out something, then he acted it. It was
Yeah.
quite interesting. Like I took a video and stuff, and it was nice, lor, because I've never seen something like that before. Like
It's a dramatic reading of the book lah, just to entertain the kids, and it was really very nice. Yeah.
There were people playing music, just very, very artsy, very cultured.
Yeah, we also, I think thing really, so we went to, was there anything in particular at Jiugaoka that
Oh yeah.
really stood out for you?
I don't.
Oh, for me, it was like we went to this place called Jiugaoka. I mean, it has really a lot of like very quaint little like stores.
Is that where we went to like Moss Cafe or something?
Was it?
Oh, what's that?
I think it
what
was
is that
it.
burger place that everybody wanted to go?
Wow, this was like 10 years back, yeah.
It was really the
No, but one thing about Jiugaoka
Okay.
that I was reminded of was because it was winter, right? And then I had to do the number 2 around the area, and then the nearest toilet was at like this public
Temple.
toilet. Yeah, it was outside the temple. And then the toilet bowl, right, is like made of like stainless steel. Like literally from the seat, the whole construction is like stainless, so it was cold. And wow, you know, I did the whole tissue covering the thing.
Oh, I
but
stand outside. I stand guard for you.
wow, when your bare bottom bum, I mean,
In the
it was
winter.
it's on the tissue lah, but like wow, freezing. I think that was one. Also, chicken rice.
Oh yes.
Boom.
So we went to have chicken rice near Ginza.
Yeah, like Hainan 鸡饭,
Yeah.
Singapore style.
We knew about that place because he was actually a customer at Coffee Break, which is my family's business, right? And then my brother was like, oh, if you're going to, you know, this place, then you should visit this Hainanese chicken rice store lah. Like he's our customer.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, let's go. And then when we reached there, it was maybe like 6:40.
Yeah.
6:30
Right.
ish. Then we were like, hi, can we get like a table for 2? Then he was like, actually we're fully booked, you know, for the night, but do you think you can finish in like 20 minutes?
Yeah.
We're like, okay.
Yeah, but you know, we had to lah, because
Yeah.
we wanted to try whether, you know, the chicken rice was like authentic lah. So I think we ordered the chicken rice. We ordered carrot cake as well. Yeah.
Which was more like egg omelette.
Yeah, the chicken rice was pretty good though.
Yeah.
And then the chili, I mean,
I say the chili is he make one. He say one.
I don't believe lah. Like I mean,
too good to be
it's
true.
too good to be true. It's very good lah. The chicken rice is very good. Then, I mean, while waiting for the food, I mean, at the corner of the store there was this couple, and then they ordered like sambal kangkong. Like it was on the menu of sambal kangkong, and then the guy was like trying to get the lady to eat the sambal kangkong, but I could see
Distaste.
like the lady wasn't having it lah. Like she put it in her mouth, then she was like, but it was quite funny. So song ki chi fan, you should go and try.
Yes.
We'll put it here. It's probably still there lah. Hopefully.
That
You
was
know,
fun. That was interesting.
that was interesting. Then we went to the Anpanman Museum.
Oh, in Yokohama.
Yeah.
I love Anpanman. I love Anpanman because he is just.
Yeah, we
That
got a
was
video lah. It was
Yeah.
quite cute.
We went to Yokohama just for Anpanman Museum. I don't think we did very much else there.
Yeah,
I mean, at
we
that point of
that
time,
was our main intention
Yeah,
to go to we went to the bakery to actually buy the bread.
every character's bread.
Yeah.
Like curry pan, melon pan,
Shokupan.
shokupan. Just
Yeah.
eat all these characters. Huh? It's fun.
Yeah.
It was a kids museum, but we just had to
We just had to lah.
because why not, right? Why not
Yeah.
try?
It was nice.
That was nice.
So yeah, I mean obviously the vintage stores over there. I mean that one y'all can come to the store. We can tell you all about it. You know, really nice. And then I think speaking of Japan, myself, I went on a month-long solo trip in 2017. Also in summer. Honestly, wrong move, man. Like the summer in Japan is like, wow, it's way more humid than in Singapore, at least in my personal experience lah. So I started out my trip in the south of Japan, so the Kyushu region, specifically in the beginning was Fukuoka lah, and then I traveled out from Fukuoka to like Nagasaki, Kumamoto, and places around there lah, and thought it was very lovely. I would definitely visit like Kyushu, and I would highly recommend the south, Kyushu region at least. It's really really nice. Nagasaki's please go there. It's really nice. And I think highlights of that trip, I went to play football up at the top of what's that? So it's actually above the like Shibuya crossing. Then they have this like Adidas futsal court. I think that they started in 2002 because of the Korea-Japan World Cup. And then it has always been my dream, to actually play up there. And I got a chance because I found a bunch of like people playing like weekly up there. And then I just messaged them and I joined them like
They let you join?
Yeah.
So fun.
So it was really cool, met people from Ireland, Vietnam, France, just people from all nationalities, Japanese obviously, and then everyone just played together lor. It was a really cool experience lah.
nice.
And I tried to put my phone out to the edge of the building to take a picture of the Shibuya crossing and all the neon lights around. So that was cool. Yeah, and then I think what else really stood out was solo trips. What else? And then obviously I think suddenly I don't know what to say.
No, I think I remember I received a text from you.
Oh my gosh.
You said, AFJ, I think Tokyo don't need to spend so much time here.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Because towards the end of my trip, right, I feel like because I had a month long duration in Japan. And I think my last week and a half was totally in Tokyo. And then I mean obviously I got to travel out of it lah, but mainly my base was in Tokyo. So I was so bored. I think it was my second or third last day, and I sat in the middle of Harajuku, and then I was just people watching for at least an hour or two. And I texted FJ. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm bored.
I'm actually bored.
I'm actually bored. Oh my gosh, and then now looking back, it's so silly lah. I was texting FJ, should I just go back to my Airbnb
and watch anime or something?
Yeah, because dude, I mean, at that point of time, I literally spent almost 20 plus days already in Japan lah. But yeah, I mean things like that do happen. Oh, I hiked a lot. I went up on so many mountains.
Oh.
So it's really fun. Go visit this place called Himeji. It's really lovely. Once you go to the train station, right, Himeji, you literally can see the castle just there. It's so, at least for me it's very strange because it's everything's very modern, but then once you look across, it's the castle is there lah. And yeah, and going to all these different mountains and hike. I think wow, I feel okay, one thing about solo trips, right, at least for myself, I consider myself an extrovert lah. I like to be around people. I get my energy from the people around me, and I feel things taste better when you share with people, or things are funnier if you laugh with people or share the joke with someone. But then when I went alone on the solo trip, right, at first my fear was that, wow, shit, it wouldn't be as fun if I don't share with people. But I think it allowed me to focus a lot more on my surroundings, and I think in the beginning I don't think I was a very nature person,
right?
But because of this solo trip, right, I felt oh, because if let's say I go with my friends or whatever, right, if I went with my friends, it would be me, trying to make a joke about something, or just getting everyone together, the mood maker.
Yeah.
But then this time when I'm alone, hiking or whatnot, everything is at 100%. I will absorb everything at 100%, and it was nice. It allowed me to experience a different side of myself. I'm oh wow, actually this is not too bad, So yeah, and I think different island hopping, and I think these were very nice. And obviously making friends with people. I remember so I went to Osaka to meet one of my friend who's Singaporean, right? She's working there. And so she brought me around Osaka, for lunch and everything. And we went to this one clothing store, and we managed to talk to the staff and everything, the shop staff. And then we got along so well, and then they exchanged line and say hey dude, do you wanna grab dinner with us tomorrow or something?
Cool.
Yeah, and then I was oh, but tomorrow I'll be at Kyoto lah, but I'll come down, I'll take that hour-long trip down,
Oh my god.
and meet you guys lah. Why not lah, Hey.
You go from Pasir Ris to Jurong.
Exactly.
For them.
Exactly. So the funny thing was, right, so the guy said he would bring his friend along, and I mean, I know a bit of Japanese, right, but if you ask me to continue a conversation in fluent Japanese, is gonna definitely be a challenge lah. So I was damn afraid. Then obviously when there are two of them, then I do not know how this mood is gonna be lah.
Your friend was not there with you lah.
Oh no, my friend didn't go.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
so it was myself and the other two guys lah, basically. And it was super funny because when a friend came along, so the friend was a Chinese national who went there to study law. So he's in university studying law, and he speaks Mandarin. I was yo, I'm like, thanks, man. Yo, at least, I can express myself, like, in case, I lack of the right words or whatnot. But I can understand well. So I mean, everything really went well, and it was so cool. They brought me to eat like seafood, and they paid the bill. Not only that, right? Because I need to rush for the last train because I need to connect back to Kyoto, right? And then so we were rushing to the train station, and then run to the ticket counter, and then they paid for my ticket, and then sent me along my way, lah. So shout outs to you guys, man.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like an anime ending,
yeah, dude. So I think these are some, like, I guess, like, highlights for myself, lah.
That's so sweet.
Boom.
You
Shout
still
out.
keep in contact with them?
Yeah, actually sometimes we do it on, like, IG, like, we will still, like, update
Reply
each
the
other about
stories.
lives. Yeah, we
that's
talk
so
about each
cute.
other's stories and stuff like that. And always say, like, when they come over Singapore, I'll bring them around. And obviously, likewise, if I do go back over, lah, damn you, COVID.
Yeah, I think that's nice. That's the nice thing about making friends with people overseas, so that
Yeah, man.
when they do come to Singapore, you can be a good host to them as they were to you when you were there.
And I think also, like, one thing, sorry, I just want to add this, is like, throughout that month, right, the people I've met, especially I think the younger, like the youth, lah, like people around our age, right, and when we talk about life, I feel like at least the worries, lah, your dreams, your aspirations, or the things that I guess we want out of this thing called life, generally, like, are the same. Like, all the worries, everything, they're all the same. Like, we all worry about the same things. Job, career, love life, friends, money, things of that nature. And I
just
feel
worry
like
in a different language.
exactly. And I feel like, I really do get a lot of joy, lah, just like being able to, like, connect with, like, different people as well. So that was one good takeaway, lah, for myself as on a solo trip. So everyone should do, like, a solo trip, like, once in their life, man, at
When
least.
COVID is over.
COVID's over.
Yeah, man. That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I mean, we definitely have, more experiences than this, but obviously, will be tough to squeeze everything into a single podcast episode, lah. But, like, if you guys are, want to talk about your experiences with us as well, or if you shared something similar also. Oh wait, remember this one last one.
Oh.
Remember the time I got
Oh my god, almost
robbed?
FJ almost got robbed, man. Boom.
Oh my god, I think this was damn long
It was
ago.
super long ago.
We were in Malaysia with
Malaysia.
a bunch of friends, right? Then so
Oh my gosh.
we were crossing the road.
We just had breakfast.
Yeah, we just had breakfast and it was broad daylight, right? Then I think Isaac and we were like,
we were crossing the road.
we were, like,
we were joking and, like, mucking around, just, like, bantering, we're
then
talking
it's
trash.
Like it's a two-way road, then in the middle got divider. Then I think Isaac did something like ha ha ha, then he pushed me like that.
Bam.
Then because I was wearing a sling bag and I lost my balance lah.
Yeah.
So then he continued to cross the
From
other
my
side
point of
the
view,
road.
I thought FJ was still beside me, so I can carry on talking.
Just keep talking to
I just-
himself.
I kept talking. Then when I turned around,
Then, yeah, but then I lost my balance, so I had to stop in the middle of the divider because I didn't want to like that in the middle of the road, right? Like that. So I stopped in the middle of the divider. Then I was trying to regain my balance. Then there was this motorcycle that came by and grabbed my sling bag. And
Yeah.
I was like, ah!
yeah. And then when I turned around, she instinctively, like,
I squat down.
went down.
Because I remember my sister got say before, if like somebody on a motorcycle trying to grab your stuff, right, you just yank your bag down. But I didn't yank it back down. I just like grabbed my stuff and I just squat down because my life is in my bag. Like my passport, my phone,
Yeah.
my wallet. And then I think the person, he let go after that.
Yeah.
And it was in broad daylight. Then got a lot of aunties all around.
Yeah.
Then,
Oh, when I turned around, I mean, before we could react, like, he already, like, left already. So, yeah, in case you're wondering.
then the aunties all around just unfazed. Eh.
Yeah.
大白天
哦，很危险，很危
很危
险。
险呢。
哎呦。
Like my phone like that.
Yeah.
But wow, that was scary. My heart kept, like, it was like bouncing.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
After that. Wow, that was an experience.
That was, yeah.
That was scary.
That was interesting.
But it's an experience to talk about. I almost got robbed.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's not something I wish upon anybody. So,
Oh yeah. Then also I think on that same trip,
Flying cockroach went into your foot.
flying cockroach went into my mouth. We went to this like zi cha place, right? And then so we saw a cockroach on the wall. So we didn't think much lah. I was like, oh. Then it was there. I just pointed out to FJ, oh, there's a huge ass cockroach over there. You know, it'd be funny if it flew over to us.
And I could see it happening. I was
and
like,
then
this is the moment it happens.
it leapt off the wall and then it took flight. And then I was like, wait, no
Flying
way.
cockroach, like,
Yeah, it was like skydiving. And then the target was me. I was like,
into your
wait,
eye.
why is it closer and closer? And oh no, it touched my lip.
Ooh.
Like it gave me a yeah. Ew. Then I was like, "Wait!" I just like stood up. Like,
I know you. I remember you.
Oh yeah, I
smacked
was
your
I
face.
was wearing glasses. Like and then I was like, "Oi, bomb!" Then yeah,
Yeah, he made a really big deal out of it because
Yeah.
all the neighboring tables like,
Yeah.
what's happening? You know.
So that was one.
Then there's this. I think
Same trip where the guy
spit
spat.
in my
Oh my
hair.
god.
We were just
Yeah.
walking along the road. I think this was at night, right? Quite late at night.
Yeah.
Then this random guy, I think he drunk quite a bit lah.
Yeah, he was probably drunk.
Then he came. He was just walking. We were just walking like that, you know, crossing each other. Then he just.
Yeah.
In my-
he spat into FJ's hair, and then
he-
there's a blob of like saliva like trapped in like her hair. I was like, oh no, this was pre-COVID, you know, so it might be the start of COVID.
Wow, yeah, ew, I can like feel it now on my hair. But
Yeah.
yeah, that was what happened. But I mean, you
Omicron.
couldn't confront the guy because he's like clearly
Yeah,
drunk,
it's
right?
clearly drunk lah.
I just like, what the hell is happening to me?
Yeah, man.
Oh my gosh. Well, man, I really wish we could travel again. I mean,
Yeah.
not that I want to get my hair spat on.
Yeah.
by-
Wow, my butt very numb.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I think we'll call it a day lah.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
for this episode. I hope you guys have fun reminiscing with us.
Yeah.
Once again, if you guys wanna talk about similar experiences that you've
Yeah.
had or
Put
like
it down in the comment
Yeah,
section below.
man.
Tell us where you like to travel after COVID is
first
over.
place out of okay, come to close it off. First place out of Singapore once you can travel again freely.
Okay.
Wait, let me think. Okay.
One,
Oh,
3, 2,
Wait, what? Wait.
3, 2, 1?
3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, say.
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Japan.
Taiwan. Okay.
Yeah. I
Nice.
mean, Taiwan is number 2 for me. Yeah.
Japan is number 2.
But that will probably be in 2035, right? I think.
Oh yes.
Probably.
Of course. When the pills are like the COVID pills are still available.
Yeah, man.
Yeah lor. Oh well.
Boom.
This was a nice
Yeah.
chill episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Thank you
See
so
you guys
much.
in the
Enjoy
next
and
one.
tell us whether you like us outside.
Yeah.
You know. And boom, maybe we will go down to your neighborhood to do a podcast. Boom.
Bye bye. Thanks for listening, guys.
Bye bye.